my symptoms hit me like midday. And that morning my husband was like, I really think I have coronavirus. And we were joking about like, no way, no, you don't, stop being so dramatic.
Sure.
And then the symptoms hit me later and I was like, oh my gosh, I think we both have the coronavirus.
I want people to hear your story, because if we can help save lives, if we can help move people through coronavirus as quickly as possible, that would be amazing. So I really appreciate you doing this and being so open. So why don't we start with when you first realized you were having coronavirus symptoms?
I felt like I had the flu. I felt really weak and like disconnected from reality. And then I started having shortness of breath and tightness in my chest, which I know can be even normal with the flu, but I've never experienced that before. And my husband had been exposed to the virus about 5 or 6 days before, and he had started getting symptoms. The more all of the hysteria in my social media and the news was getting to me, the more that word coronavirus was taking on deeper and deeper emotional significance. The more frightened I started to feel about having the coronavirus, the harder it was for me to breathe. And I recognized that it was the anxiety exacerbating the symptom.
And did you have any medical care? Did you reach out to a doctor?
We had been in touch with a neighbor of ours who was a physician assistant, just to get guidance around quarantine and testing, and at what point, what symptoms to look out to that you would contact emergency services for. We have another friend who's an ER doctor, and he was just like, nobody has any idea what they're doing or what's going on. Like, it is a mess across the system. So knowing that there was no greater healthcare structure that would actually be able to do anything for us was also frightening.
Yeah, I mean, you've also spent many years as a health and nutrition coach, so you're on top of this.
Yeah. I was a health coach, and with all of the spiritual work that I guide other people in doing, feeling like, are you serious? I got the coronavirus. Like, I'm a helper. I'm not supposed to be somebody who then needs help.
A lot of times, we feel helpless when we're experiencing any kind of physical symptoms, especially something that there isn't a medical response for.
As soon as we scheduled our session, you had told me to write down everything I was afraid of, because I told you that the main thing that I was experiencing was fear and anxiety. So just sitting down and just doing a stream of consciousness, here's everything that I'm really afraid of right now, that in itself helped to relieve the anxiety enough that I noticed already a shift in my breathing. You had me get centered and to look at the symptom and see, what did it look like? What did it feel like? And then to externalize it from my body. Like, a few hours after our session, I was totally symptom free. And, the next morning I had a little tightness of chest again, but I used the tool that Kaley gave me. I was able to find and acknowledge that fear and release it. And then right after that, the symptoms were completely gone.
It was amazing that you were able to actually move through the symptoms of coronavirus by facing whatever your body was trying to process through the virus.
And my husband suffered for like 6 days, and then I was finally like, can you call Kaley? And that was the end of his symptoms also. Even if a person is unsure, they've never heard of this, they've never tried this, they're skeptical, they think it's, new age woo-woo, whatever. Like, why not try it? Because the healthcare system is not really equipped to do anything for most patients, except, God forbid, people who end up presenting with the most severe symptoms, and then all they have is a respirator. So why not get to this at the root cause of it, which is in the mind-body connection? I would really say, like, first, just always continue to tell yourself, like, there's a purpose here, and then call Kaley.
I did not pay her to say that.